Okay, so let's add a dresser to our composition. So far we have flooring, we have a ceiling, we have two walls, and those objects on the wall are in perspective. The next thing we're going to add in perspective is a dresser. We're going to put the dresser along this wall. We are going to see three sides of the dresser as we're taking a two-dimensional surface and rendering 3D objects. The first part of the dresser we're going to see is the side, and we're going to create a rectangle. So to create a simple rectangle, we're going to begin drawing in the bottom corner. Now it's really important to have it kind of against this bottom corner so that there's plenty of space for the dresser. So what I like to do is I like to put my finger right on the edge of the paper and just give myself a dot. So maybe I'm up a centimeter, over a centimeter. So 1 centimeter up, 1 centimeter over from the edge of the paper. And I've created a dot. I'm going to turn that dot into a vertical line by adding a line that's approximately 3 inches high. So here we go, 1, 2, 3 inches. And arbitrarily picking the width of my dresser, this is about 1 inch wide. So 2 parallel vertical lines, and I'm going to close my parallel vertical lines with horizontal lines. Again, this is about 1.25 inches. And now I have a rectangle. Okay, so now this rectangle is going to be the side of the dresser that you're going to look at. The top of it will be up here, and then the dresser drawers will be on this side. Now, the closer you are to the vanishing point, the flatter the top of the dresser will be. So, for example, if I'm in line with the vanishing point, you wouldn't even see the top of the dresser. So it's important to have it well below the vanishing point. Now I'm going to take the 3 points closest to the vanishing point, 3 corners, 1, 2, 3, and add dots. So once again, that's the 3 corners closest to the vanishing point, which is right here. 1, 2, 3, and I've added dots. Now I know what those dots mean, that I'm going to go to the vanishing point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my T-square, flip it over. I'm going to rotate my T-square until I encounter the dot, and super lightly, because this is going to be a guideline for some of it, I'm going to draw back to the vanishing point. I'm not going to go past the side wall because the dresser wouldn't wrap around and go to the next wall. So from those 3 close points to the vanishing point, I'm going to draw lines to the vanishing points. Now I'm going to look at this overall shape. So we're going to take each line segment in pairs. So these 2 line segments, these 2 lines that are going to the vanishing point, between these 2 lines is a horizontal. So I'm going to add a horizontal parallel to that one at the end of those 2 points. Okay, let me just darken those lines so you can see them better. Just going to go back in and add those darker. 1 and 2. Okay. Now between this line going to the vanishing point and that line going to the vanishing point is a vertical. So I'm going to add a vertical line in. So now I've created 3 sides of the dresser. I've created the top, the side, and the part with the drawers on it. So let's go ahead and add some drawers. So what you can do is you can take your T-square and you can measure and evenly divide it. My dresser is 3 inches, so about every inch I can make a new dresser drawer. Now because this face goes to the vanishing point, I'm going to make those lines go to the vanishing point as well. So here we go. We're going to connect this dot back to the vanishing point, stopping at the edge of the dresser. Same thing with this one. We can add a simple knob onto the dresser. And if you want to add something on top, you can certainly draw something on top of the dresser. So let's review what we did. First and most important is we made a place for the dresser. We did that by putting a dot just about 1 centimeter up and 1 centimeter over. That dot became the starting point for our dresser. We created a vertical line and then made 2 vertical lines. That's the width of the dresser. Close those verticals with 2 horizontals, and then the 3 points closest to the vanishing point, 1, 2, 3, we drew back to the vanishing point. Then we looked at how to end the dresser. To end the dresser, between these 2 line segments is a horizontal, so we ended with a horizontal there, and then between this line segment and this line segment, we added a vertical, just like there's a vertical here. In order to make the dressers on this face that's going to the vanishing point, we made those points go to the vanishing point as well, creating the dresser. One thing to always remember in perspective is you only get 3 choices of lines. You get horizontal, vertical, or to the vanishing point. You cannot make up a line. So especially when you get into these other line segments, it's important not to make up a line.